Peace, family. What's going on? It is me, DSP, your friendly neighborhood media personality. You're now tapped into an installment of the Blast podcast. Thank y'all for tuning in. This is not like an official episode or anything like that. This is something I just wanted to get posted real quick on YouTube because this is something that just popped up on my timeline that I wanted to discuss because it's very important. Because, of course, I actually cover the music and what's happening with the music when it comes to the hip-hop media that I do. And I seen that KFreshs, the producer that had his beat taken or quote-unquote borrowed, I'll use that word, borrowed, to demonstrate how Suno's new AI tool works, quote-unquote works, and Timberland, the creative director of Suno, of Stage Zero. Well, Stage Zero is his label, his AI label. And he thought it was a good idea to use someone else's beat that quote-unquote inspired him. And today, I don't know if it was today or if it was last night, KFreshs' legal representation and himself made a post today, and it took me back. It took me back. I was like, whoa, they're not playing. And I'm going to read it for y'all right now, and you're going to see it on the screen as I'm reading it. So, an open letter from producer KFreshs and his attorney, Ryan Schmidt. Dear Suno and Timberland, do better. We are writing at a time when musicians feel unseen, unheard, and unprotected. As the producer whose work was taken without permission, and as an entertainment attorney who advocates for musicians' rights, we are speaking up for the music community and for all creators being pushed aside by AI-driven innovation. Last week, Timberland, who serves as Suno's strategic advisor and public ambassador, shared a troubling video in which he took KFreshs' original song, uploaded it into Suno's AI platform, and released an unauthorized AI remix. There was no credit, no consent, no apology. Timberland dismissed the public outrage by calling it a remix and a demo to showcase Suno's capabilities. But with over 30 years of music in his own catalog, he had every opportunity to use something he actually owns. Instead, he used someone else's work without permission. This wasn't just unethical. It violated U.S. copyright law and breached Suno's own terms of use, which require users to own any uploaded content. As a result, KFreshs' music is now permanently part of Suno's training model without his consent. Suno's continued silence is just as troubling. Your silence sends a message that respecting the rights of creators is optional. We believe musicians and AI can coexist, but only with credit, consent, and compensation. Without that, our life's work is not your sandbox for experimentation. And despite what your CEO may believe, we actually love making music the old-fashioned way. So we are asking, not just for ourselves, but for every musician navigating this space, for the following within 24 hours. 1, a public apology to KFreshs. 2, proof that his music has been removed from Suno's model and training data. 3, a plan to prevent future violations by users and company representatives, including Timberland. 4, a commitment to implement an artist opt-out process. 5, a promise that Suno and Timberland will not use unlicensed music in future demos. This is your chance to do what is right. Meet these simple terms and we'll consider the matter resolved. Refuse and we'll take every step necessary to ensure accountability. Musicians deserve better. The future of ethical AI depends on it. Make it fair. Signed, KFreshs and Ryan Schmidt, Esquire. So, as you see there, they're not playing. And rightfully so. They should not be playing with them. And I don't know how many hours later, I'm going to say definitely under 12 hours, there was a statement from Timberland. Recently, I shared a post where I used a song that I believe was fully owned by the artist who sent it to me. Out of pure excitement to explore, transform, and collaborate, I ran it through Suno to show how this tech can open creative possibilities. I didn't monetize it, release it, or try to claim ownership. I was genuinely inspired and wanted to demonstrate what's possible. But I now understand that the song's beat was produced by a producer named KFreshs who didn't give consent, and that's on me. I'd like to formally apologize to KFresh. I should have done my due diligence before using it. Regardless of the intent, I recognize that not everyone involved was aware or on board, and I take full responsibility for that oversight. If you know me, you know I've spent years collaborating with artists across all levels. My goal has always been to empower creators, not to take from them. The narrative that I'm out here stealing music couldn't be further from the truth, but I understand how this moment caused concern. The post has already been taken down, and I'm committed to continuing to learn, listen, and lead with respect for the craft and the community. At Stage Zero, the AI media company I'm building, nothing happens without people. Our focus is on building tools with creators, not at their expense. And then there was a statement from his lawyer, Tanya Coates, or Tanya Coates, Esquire. Hopefully I didn't butcher her name. I apologize. To clarify, while Timberland's remix did violate Suno's terms of service, it did not violate the law. This is an important distinction. A lot of us click accept on platforms every day without fully reading the fine print, and this situation simply falls into that bucket. However, just because something's legal doesn't mean it's right. The audio is no longer on Suno's platform. But here's what a lot of people don't realize. Under the current law, even if a company removes the content, they're not required to delete anything the AI may have learned from it. That part of the law hasn't caught up yet, and no court has said otherwise. These are the kinds of gaps we're trying to help fix. Timberland and our team are working diligently behind the scenes to make sure creators are actually part of the conversation when it comes to developing laws around AI and music. We are working as creative advocates, not oppressors. Legal counsel to Timberland. And as you see, looks like KFresh and his legal team somewhat got Timberland's act together and had him apologize, because it was very unethical. It was very dismissive, and it was, you know what's funny, because everyone was telling Tim, not even everyone, the entire community, the creators were saying, hey, we sent you music. Are you going to be using our music to train your AI? And then, of course, he puts out that video. Make sure y'all check out my video, Timberland Doesn't Care, because I really break everything down on there. And a lot of people haven't tapped into that yet. Granted, it's only been out for like a day or two. But tap into that video. I break everything down. I show you Timberland's behavior, and I tell you how I really feel about all that. So I'm not going to revisit that again. Check out that video. Here's the thumbnail. Well, this is the, thumbnail. This is what the thumbnail looks like. And check that out. And you'll see how I feel about the whole situation. And then when you come back to here, you'll see, yeah, he did get them together. Shout out to KFresh. Shout out to his legal team. This whole thing is interesting. And to see Timberland say an artist sent it to me and I was inspired by it and all that, that's just double talk, man. Like, Tim knows better, because if somebody did that to him, he would feel away. He's only using, he felt that he was able to get away and do that because of his status. Good thing KFresh got with his legal team and said, yo, what can we do about this? What can we do about this? And they went about it cordially. A lot better than I would. I'll tell you that. But that's why you have a legal team. You know what I'm saying? That's why you have a legal team. All artists out there, all producers out there, if you're making bank, you want to protect your music, make sure you have a legal team, because shit like this could happen, and we're seeing it in real time, and you see how it's being handled, and you see that these things had to be done in order for KFresh to get, make sure it was protected. And now this is a conversation that's going to be had from now on when it comes to AI and music, because now everybody's watching this because of Timberland trying to be some sort of torchbearer for Suno. Now he's got a target on his back because of Suno. And of course, his behavior. Like I said, go check out the video. I discuss his behavior throughout the whole situation when people were telling him, hey, what you're doing is not right, and how he felt he needed to respond. So to me, when I saw his response, I was like, oh, okay, you feel because you got some sort of status, you can do whatever you want and say whatever you want about people's music. Okay. Since it's open season like that, it's going to have to be open season on you. But nah, this is a great look. Great look for KFresh. Shout out to KFresh. I've been following KFresh since the pandemic. So to see this actually go down and see perhaps one of my favorite producers do some stupid shit like this to somebody that I started admiring recently, it's like, wow, what's happening to the guards? The changing of the guard is happening. It is happening. Hip hop is rebalancing itself. It's wild. But one thing I also wanted to discuss, make sure you check out Ryan Wild's song called Comments. It's pretty much a Timberland dish. She's not playing with him. And of course, Timberland's still talking junk about her music, and her music isn't bad. She makes really, really great music. You should tap in to Ryan Wild. Shout out to her. She got a video for Comments. I think it's on streaming platforms right now as well. So tap in with her. And that's all I got to say about that, man. Oh yeah, make sure you check out that other video. And if you're not doing anything and you want to check out other videos based on hip hop or social commentary, tap into the platform right now. I'm DSP. This is Blast Podcast. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all be safe. Peace.